On this episode, we're talking about getting a job hauling cars when you have no car hauling experience. Hey, what's up, car shipping rock stars? It's your girl Ashley from ReloGeek.com. And in this episode, we're talking about how you can get a car hauling job with no car hauling experience. Now, obviously, if you wanted to jump into owning your own car hauling business, it's a lot easier than trying to find a job, because what happens when you try to find a job? Almost every single large company out there wants you to have some type of car hauling experience, so that way they know for sure that you're not going to damage their equipment or damage their clients' cars. So how was somebody like me, who had zero trucking experience, fresh CDL, able to, get an enclosed car hauling job? Well, I went the shortcut route, which is through owner-operators. Now, I'm assuming that you guys know what an owner-operator is, but in short, it's a person that owns their trucks. They become an owner-operator. You have your own authority. An owner-operator, usually, if they, for whatever reason, have another truck or they don't want to drive anymore, they will look to hire a driver. Unlike larger companies, they're less strict on who they hire. So if you have a great personality, you prove that you're proficient in your driving, changing gears, backing up, things like that, and that you have some knowledge of at least trucking, then chances are you're more likely to get the job working for an owner-operator. So if you're just starting out and you just got your license, now this is where it gets a little tricky, because even though I just got my license when I got my job as an enclosed auto transport driver, I had been driving for over a year prior. Now, I know it sounds crazy, and technically I was breaking the law, but I didn't get caught, thankfully. But I was driving since I was 19 years old. So I already knew how to drive a tractor trailer. I knew how to back it up to a dock. I knew all about logbooks. I knew about the rules and regulations. So when it came time to get my permit, I got it like this. When it came time to do my test, I went to a school. They evaluated me because I told them I already knew how to drive, and they realized that, hey, all you have to do is take the classwork part, just listen to the safety videos and all that stuff. And then they tested me on the inspection, how to do a pre-trip inspection. And then I took the road test. And of course, I passed and got my license. For some of you guys have gone to trucking school, and maybe you haven't actually experienced driving on the road yet by yourself. Then in that case, I wouldn't advise that you go and work for an owner-operator. Owner-operators, even though it's a great way to get a great job straight away, it is a big headache a lot of times. And it's because, unlike a large company, when you break down or your AC gets blown or something like that, they're trying to fix it right away. They don't have these large budgets to be able to accommodate you. You're not going to be put up in a hotel. Your AC probably is not going to get fixed right away. A lot of times you probably got to call them and say, hey, I need money to get fuel for the truck. So it has its headaches. And if you've never had any experience out there, then you're probably going to feel overwhelmed. And chances are you might screw up. And the last thing you want to do, unlike with like a refrigerated load or a dry van load where you're backing up to a dock and you're getting offloaded, with these cars, you're responsible for loading them. You're responsible for securing them and then offloading them. So if you're new already at trucking itself, you don't want to add that headache of trying to understand how to load a trailer properly. So I suggest that you go out there and get a normal trucking job. Go to Warner. Oh my God, I can't believe I just recommended that company, but go to Warner or USA Carrier or any company out there that is willing to hire you as a newbie driver and train you. And that way you can at least get a little experience. Hey, you might find out that you don't even want to drive a car hauler, or maybe you like refrigerated loads, or maybe you want to deliver flowers and produce, whatever it is. You might find something else basically. But the most important thing is gaining that experience, because you cannot be out here hauling $500,000 worth of cars and you have no clue what you're doing. Okay, so let's just skip ahead to those of you that have the experience, and maybe you're you work for a company and you just want to move to something else. You're ready to haul cars, but you're not quite ready to make that investment into starting your own car hauling business. Then I suggest you look on Craigslist, at the local truck stops, in the trucking papers, on the trucking job sites, and try to find an owner-operator that is willing to hire you. And even if it says they experience necessary or required, give them a call, because you never know what kind of experience they've had trying to find drivers. It's a lot easier to train somebody how to load a car trailer than it is to explain to somebody, why they can't screw up when it comes to their hours of service, how to calculate fuel mileage, or they're running out of fuel, or they're damaging the truck, or they don't know how to check the oil. Little things like this causes owner-operator headaches. So they'd rather have a more experienced driver in their seat than to have somebody with little to no experience, or that is just, they're really experienced but horrible drivers. So don't be discouraged when it says that they're looking for an experienced driver. Definitely give them a call. So don't be discouraged. I want you guys to be motivated to get out there and do what you need to do to get a job, and then go from there. So I hope this helps. This video turned out a little bit longer than I expected. I definitely didn't want to bore you guys, but I got asked this question a couple of times in the past week, is, Ashley, how the heck did you become an enclosed driver with no experience? I can't get a job. Companies won't hire me, or they haven't took that step. So I figured that it was a great way to help other people who might be in that situation. So if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you know somebody in the auto transport industry, or somebody that's interested in maybe starting a car hauling business, or even working as a car hauler, and you think that this video might help them, then definitely pass it along. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Don't forget, ship responsibly.